In a world filled with noise, where every moment seems to demand our attention, there's a simple yet profound practice that can bring clarity, peace, and wisdom into our lives: the art of silence. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we embark on a journey of self-discovery and mindful living. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where words seem to only add fuel to the fire? Or perhaps you've felt overwhelmed by the constant chatter of your own mind. Today, we invite you to explore the transformative power of silence in 10 key situations inspired by the teachings of Buddhism. Imagine a world where instead of reacting impulsively, we pause, breathe, and choose silence as our response. This isn't about suppressing our thoughts or emotions, but rather, it's about cultivating a deep sense of awareness and compassion in every moment. Join us as we delve into the first of these 10 situations. When angry, how often do we say things we later regret in the heat of the moment? By embracing silence, we can break free from the cycle of anger and cultivate inner peace. Next, we'll explore the art of silence during gossip. In a culture obsessed with sensationalism and scandal, silence becomes a powerful tool for practicing non-judgment and fostering genuine connection. Criticism is something we all face at one point or another. Yet, in the face of criticism, silence can be our greatest ally. By listening deeply and refraining from reacting defensively, we open ourselves up to growth and understanding. Amidst a heated argument, silence can be a bridge to reconciliation. Instead of escalating conflict, we can choose to pause, listen, and respond with compassion. In moments of overwhelming emotions, silence offers a refuge, a sanctuary where we can find solace and clarity amidst the storm. Through the practice of mindfulness, we learn to observe our emotions without being consumed by them. But silence isn't just about quieting the external noise. It's also about turning inward and listening to the whispers of our own hearts. In moments of deep reflection, silence becomes a doorway to self-discovery and inner wisdom. Meditation, too, is a practice of silence, a sacred space where we can commune with the essence of our being. Through the stillness of meditation, we cultivate presence, awareness, and inner peace. As we journey through these 10 situations, we'll discover that silence is not a sign of weakness, but rather a mark of strength and wisdom. It's a conscious choice we make to honor ourselves and others, to cultivate harmony and understanding in our relationships and in the world. So, let us embark on this journey together, with open hearts and open minds. Let us embrace the transformative power of silence and unleash the boundless potential that lies within each of us. Together, let's make a pledge to bring 1,000 likes to this video, spreading the message of wisdom and compassion far and wide. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where silence speaks volumes. Lesson 1: When angry. We've all experienced anger, haven't we? It's that fiery emotion that can make us say or do things we later regret. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful responses to anger is silence? Yes, you heard that right. In the heat of the moment, when anger consumes us, staying silent can be our greatest strength. Think about it. When you're angry, your mind is clouded, your judgment impaired. Anything you say in that state can escalate the situation further. But when you choose silence, you give yourself the space to cool down, to regain control over your emotions. Silence doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means acknowledging them and choosing not to let them dictate your actions. It's a pause, a moment of reflection amidst the storm of anger. And in that pause lies immense power. Imagine a scenario where someone cuts you off in traffic, and you feel that surge of anger rising within you. Instead of honking your horn or yelling out the window, try taking a deep breath and remaining silent. See how it diffuses the tension, how it prevents the situation from escalating. Silence is not weakness. It's a strategic choice. It's the calm in the midst of chaos, the anchor that keeps us grounded when emotions run high. So the next time you feel anger bubbling up inside you, remember the power of silence. Embrace it, and watch how it transforms not just the situation, but also your inner state. In the words of the Buddha, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Let your silence be that word, that beacon of peace in a world too often consumed by anger. Lesson 2. When criticized. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone criticizes you, maybe unfairly or harshly? It's a common experience, and it can be really tough to handle. But here's a secret from the teachings of Buddhism. Silence can be your greatest ally in moments of criticism. Imagine this. You're at work, and your boss calls you out in front of everyone for a mistake you made. Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty, and you feel the urge to defend yourself. But instead of reacting impulsively, what if you chose silence? Silence doesn't mean weakness. It's a sign of strength and self-control. By staying silent when criticized, you give yourself the chance to assess the situation calmly. You can evaluate the criticism objectively without letting your emotions cloud your judgment. In Buddhism, there's a saying, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. When you choose silence in the face of criticism, you're not only preserving your own peace of mind, but also diffusing tension in the situation. Think about it this way. When someone criticizes you, they're often projecting their own insecurities or frustrations onto you. By remaining silent, you avoid getting caught up in their negativity. Instead, you maintain your dignity and integrity. Silence can also be a powerful form of communication. Sometimes, the most profound response to criticism is no response at all. Your silence speaks volumes, showing that you refuse to engage in unnecessary conflict or drama. But silence doesn't mean you have to accept unfair criticism. It simply means choosing your battles wisely. If the criticism is constructive and offered with good intentions, you can use silence as an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. On the other hand, if the criticism is unfounded or malicious, silence can be your shield. By refusing to dignify hurtful words with a response, you rob them of their power over you. In the words of the Buddha, silence is sometimes the best answer. So the next time you find yourself being criticized, take a deep breath and choose silence. You'll be amazed at how much strength and wisdom you can find in the quiet moments. Lesson 3. When criticized. Have you ever felt the sting of criticism? It's like a sharp arrow piercing through your confidence, leaving you feeling vulnerable and exposed. But what if I told you that there's a powerful way to respond to criticism without losing your peace of mind? In this part of our journey, we'll explore the wisdom of remaining silent when faced with criticism. Imagine this. You pour your heart and soul into a project, only to have someone tear it apart with their words. It's natural to feel hurt and defensive, but reacting impulsively can often make matters worse. Instead, consider the profound teachings of Buddhism, which advocate for mindfulness and restraint in the face of adversity. When someone criticizes you, it's like they're handing you a hot coal. You have a choice. You can either grasp onto it, letting it burn you from within, or you can let it fall to the ground, refusing to let it consume you. By choosing silence, you maintain your inner peace and refuse to engage in unnecessary conflict. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It's a display of strength and wisdom. Rather than reacting defensively, take a step back and observe the situation with clarity. Ask yourself, is there truth in this criticism? Is there an opportunity for growth? By approaching criticism with humility and openness, you transform it from a source of pain into a catalyst for personal development. In the grand tapestry of life, criticism is but a single thread. Don't allow it to unravel the fabric of your being. Instead, weave it into the rich tapestry of your experience, using it to strengthen your resilience and deepen your understanding of yourself. Remember, silence is not about suppressing your emotions. It's about channeling them in a constructive manner. Rather than lashing out in anger or defensiveness, harness the power of silence to respond with grace and composure. In the words of the Buddha, silence is the source of great strength. By cultivating inner peace and serenity, you become impervious to the storms of criticism that may rage around you. So the next time you find yourself on the receiving end of harsh words, take a deep breath and let your silence speak volumes. In the end, it's not the criticism that defines you, but how you choose to respond to it. Embrace the transformative power of silence and watch as it empowers you to rise above adversity with grace and dignity. Lesson 4: Amidst a heated argument. In the heat of a disagreement, silence can be your most potent weapon. Imagine a scenario where tempers flare, voices rise, and emotions run wild. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos, to add fuel to the fire with words you might later regret. But what if, instead of adding to the noise, you chose to stay silent? Silence in the midst of a heated argument isn't a sign of weakness. It's a display of strength and wisdom. It's the ability to step back, to pause before reacting impulsively. In that moment of silence, you give yourself the space to think clearly, to assess the situation without being clouded by anger or frustration. Think of silence as a shield, protecting you from unnecessary conflict and preserving your relationships. When you choose silence, you're not admitting defeat. You're taking control of the situation. You're refusing to engage in a battle that serves no purpose other than to escalate tensions further. But silence isn't just about avoiding confrontation. It's also about creating an opportunity for understanding and resolution. When you remain silent, you open the door for dialogue, for a calm and rational exchange of ideas. Instead of shouting over each other, you can listen, truly listen, to what the other person has to say. Silence allows you to be the bigger person, to rise above the chaos and seek a peaceful resolution. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful words are the ones left unspoken. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of a heated argument, pause, take a deep breath, and choose silence. You might be surprised by the difference it can make. In the grand tapestry of life, conflicts are inevitable, but how we choose to navigate them is entirely within our control. By embracing silence as a tool for peace and understanding, we can transform even the most heated arguments into opportunities for growth and connection. Remember, silence isn't about suppressing your thoughts or feelings. It's about expressing them in a way that promotes harmony rather than discord. So the next time you feel the urge to lash out in anger, consider the power of silence. You might just find that it speaks volumes. Lesson 5: When overwhelmed with emotions. Amidst life's chaotic symphony, there are moments when our emotions surge like untamed waves crashing upon the shore. It's in these turbulent times that silence becomes our sanctuary, offering solace amidst the storm. Imagine a moment when anger, sadness, or fear threatens to engulf you entirely. In those instances, words often fail to express the depth of our feelings. Silence, however, speaks volumes, allowing us to embrace our emotions without being consumed by them. When the world feels heavy with sorrow, when tears threaten to spill like raindrops from a stormy sky, silence becomes our refuge. It's a gentle reminder that sometimes the most profound healing comes from simply allowing ourselves to feel, without the need for words. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by joy, so full that words seem inadequate to capture its magnitude? In those blissful moments, silence becomes a canvas upon which the beauty of our emotions can be painted, wordlessly yet vividly. In the depths of despair, when hope feels like a distant memory, silence whispers of resilience and inner strength. It's a beacon of light in the darkness, guiding us back to ourselves when we feel lost in the chaos of life. Silence isn't about suppressing our emotions. It's about honoring them with a sacred reverence. It's about giving ourselves permission to experience the full spectrum of human feeling without judgment or restraint. When faced with overwhelming emotions, the temptation to react impulsively can be strong. Yet, in the silence that follows, lies the power to respond with grace and wisdom. By embracing silence in moments of emotional upheaval, we cultivate a deeper connection to ourselves and others. It's a profound act of self-care, allowing us to nurture our innermost being amidst life's trials and tribulations. In the stillness of our hearts, amidst the chaos of the world, lies the untapped reservoir of our true strength. It's in these moments of silent surrender that we discover the courage to rise above adversity and emerge stronger than before. Silence is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to our resilience and inner peace. It's a reminder that even in our darkest hours, we possess the light to guide us home. So, the next time you find yourself overwhelmed with emotions, I invite you to embrace the power of silence. Allow it to be your companion, your confidant, and your guiding light on the journey of self-discovery and emotional healing. In the silence, you'll find the answers you seek, the strength you need, and the peace you deserve. Embrace it wholeheartedly, and let its gentle embrace carry you through life's inevitable storms. Lesson 6. In moments of deep reflection, silence speaks volumes. In the chaos of our lives, there are moments when the noise fades away and we're left with the echo of our thoughts. These moments of deep reflection hold immense power, yet they're often drowned out by the clamor of everyday life. But what if we embrace the silence within these moments? What if we allow ourselves to truly listen to the whispers of our soul? Imagine a serene lake, its surface undisturbed by even the slightest ripple. In those moments of stillness, the water reflects the world around it with perfect clarity. Similarly, when we quiet our minds and reflect deeply, we gain profound insights into ourselves and the world, discovering inner truths. In the silence of deep reflection, we have the opportunity to unravel the complexities of our thoughts and emotions. We can explore the depths of our being without fear or judgment, allowing our inner truths to rise to the surface. Here, amidst the quietude, we may find clarity where once there was confusion. A journey within. Deep reflection is a journey inward, a pilgrimage to the core of our being. It's a sacred space where we confront our fears, confront our desires, and confront our deepest truths. In this inner sanctuary, we come face to face with our authentic selves, stripped bare of pretense and illusion, healing wounds. Just as a wound requires stillness to heal, so too do our emotional scars. In moments of deep reflection, we create a healing sanctuary for our wounded souls. Here, we can tenderly tend to our hurts, offering ourselves the compassion and understanding we so often seek from others. Embracing gratitude. Gratitude flourishes in the soil of silence. When we quiet the noise of our minds, we open ourselves to the beauty and abundance that surrounds us. In moments of deep reflection, we cultivate a profound sense of gratitude for the blessings in our lives, both big and small. Connecting with the universe. In the vastness of silence, we discover our interconnectedness with the universe. We realize that we are not separate, but rather integral parts of the cosmic tapestry. In these moments of deep reflection, we commune with the stars, the trees, the birds, and all of creation. Finding meaning. Life's most profound truths are often found in the silence between words. In moments of deep reflection, we ponder the mysteries of existence and search for meaning amidst the chaos. Here, in the quietude of our minds, we may stumble upon profound revelations that illuminate our path forward. Renewing the spirit. Just as the earth lies fallow in winter, so too do our souls require periods of rest and renewal. In moments of deep reflection, we replenish our spiritual reserves, nourishing our souls with the silence they crave. Here, in the stillness of our being, we find the strength to continue our journey with renewed vigor. Cultivating self-awareness. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth and transformation. In moments of deep reflection, we turn our gaze inward and examine our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors with honesty and compassion. Here, in the mirror of our own consciousness, we see ourselves as we truly are, flaws and all. Inspiring creativity. Silence is the canvas upon which creativity paints its masterpiece. In moments of deep reflection, we tap into the wellspring of inspiration that lies within us. Here, in the quiet recesses of our minds, we give birth to new ideas, new perspectives, and new possibilities. Nurturing inner peace. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, inner peace can feel like a distant dream. Yet, in moments of deep reflection, we find that peace is not an elusive goal but a state of being that resides within us all. Here, in the stillness of our hearts, we discover a tranquility that transcends the chaos of the world. Conclusion. In conclusion, moments of deep reflection are precious gifts that allow us to connect with our true selves and the world around us. By embracing the silence within these moments, we open ourselves to profound insights, healing, and transformation. So, let us not shy away from the quietude of our minds, but rather embrace it wholeheartedly, for within the silence lies the wisdom of the ages. Lesson 7 during meditation. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, where we delve into the depths of wisdom from various sources, including the profound teachings of Buddhism. Today, we invite you to explore the tranquility found in the practice of meditation. Imagine a serene landscape, where the mind becomes as calm as a still pond reflecting the beauty of the surrounding mountains. This is the essence of meditation, a journey inward to discover the vastness of our own consciousness. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, our minds are often like restless monkeys, jumping from one thought to another. But through meditation, we can tame this restless mind and find inner peace. Meditation is not about emptying the mind of thoughts, but rather observing them with detachment, like clouds passing through the sky. It's about cultivating awareness of the present moment, free from judgment or attachment. As you sit in meditation, focus on your breath, the inhale and exhale, the rise and fall of your chest. Feel the sensation of each breath as it nourishes your body and calms your mind. With each breath, let go of the distractions of the outside world and turn your attention inward. Notice the thoughts that arise, but do not engage with them. Simply let them pass like leaves floating down a river. In this state of mindfulness, you may begin to experience a sense of clarity and inner stillness. It's like coming home to yourself, finding refuge in the sanctuary of your own being. Through regular meditation practice, you can cultivate a deep sense of peace and contentment that transcends the ups and downs of life. It's a journey of self-discovery that leads to greater self-awareness and compassion for others. So, take a few moments each day to sit in silence, to connect with the essence of your being. Allow yourself to be fully present, embracing each moment with an open heart and a clear mind. As you cultivate this inner stillness, you'll find that the benefits extend far beyond the meditation cushion. You'll become more resilient in the face of life's challenges, more compassionate towards yourself and others, and more attuned to the beauty of the present moment. So, let us embark together on this journey of self-discovery and inner peace through the transformative practice of meditation. Remember, the path may not always be easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the silent depths within. Lesson 8: When listening to others. Open your ears, open your heart. Ever noticed how much we talk but forget to listen? We're so eager to share our own stories, ideas, and opinions that we often miss out on truly hearing others. But what if we flipped the script? What if we learned to embrace silence and listen deeply when others speak? The power of listening. Listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about understanding the emotions, intentions, and messages behind them. When we listen attentively, we not only show respect and empathy, but also foster meaningful connections with those around us. It's a powerful tool for building trust and strengthening relationships. Silent listening, a gift. Think about the last time someone truly listened to you without interrupting or judging. How did it make you feel? Now, imagine offering that same gift to others. By practicing silent listening, we create a safe space for people to express themselves fully, knowing they are heard and valued. Silence speaks louder than words. In conversations, silence can be more impactful than words. It allows for pauses that invite deeper reflection and understanding. Sometimes, the most profound insights arise not from what is said but from the unspoken moments of shared silence. breaking barriers. Listening silently can break down barriers of communication. When we refrain from interjecting our own thoughts and opinions, we create space for diverse perspectives to emerge. It's a way of honoring the richness of human experience and embracing the beauty of differences. Empathy in action. Silent listening is an act of empathy in action. It requires us to set aside our ego and immerse ourselves in the world of another person, seeking to understand their joys, struggles, and aspirations. Through this empathetic listening, we cultivate compassion and deepen our bonds with others. The art of presence. Silent listening is not just about hearing words. It's about being fully present in the moment. It means giving our undivided attention to the speaker without distractions or preconceived judgments. In this way, we honor the sacredness of each interaction. Healing through silence. In times of pain or sorrow, silent listening can be profoundly healing. Sometimes, all someone needs is a compassionate listener to share their burdens with. By offering our presence and empathy, we provide solace and support to those in need. Silent listening in practice. Practicing silent listening is simple yet profound. Start by quieting your mind and focusing on the speaker's words. Resist the urge to interrupt or offer advice. Instead, listen with an open heart and mind, allowing the speaker to express themselves fully. The gift of full attention. When we listen silently, we give the gift of our full attention. We show respect for the speaker's perspective and create space for authentic communication to flourish. In doing so, we enrich our own lives and the lives of those around us. Call to action. As we journey through life, let us remember the power of silent listening. Let us cultivate the art of presence and empathy, creating meaningful connections with others through the gift of our attentive silence. Together, let's build a world where every voice is heard and valued. Lesson 9: When words could cause harm. Have you ever felt the weight of your words? In this fast-paced world, we often speak without thinking, unaware of the impact our words may have on others. But what if we could pause before we speak, especially when our words have the potential to hurt? Imagine a moment where someone says something hurtful to you. Stings, doesn't it? Now, picture a different scenario. The same situation, but instead of responding with harsh words, there's silence. That silence holds power. Think about the times when you were about to lash out in anger or frustration. What if, instead of adding fuel to the fire, you chose silence? It's not about suppressing your emotions. It's about understanding the consequences of your words. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It's a sign of strength and wisdom. It's the ability to control your tongue when emotions run high. In Buddhism, this practice is known as right speech, speaking truthfully, kindly, and at the right time. When you're tempted to say something hurtful, pause and ask yourself, will my words bring peace or conflict? Will they uplift or tear down? Silence in these moments can prevent harm and cultivate understanding. Imagine a world where everyone practiced mindful speech, where conversations were filled with kindness and empathy. It starts with each one of us, choosing silence when words could cause harm. So, the next time you're tempted to speak out of anger or frustration, remember the power of silence. Embrace it as a tool for compassion and understanding. Let your words be like gentle rain, nurturing growth instead of causing destruction. Together, let's create a world where silence is not seen as weakness but as a powerful force for good. Let's choose silence when words could cause harm, and watch as our relationships and communities flourish in its wake. Lesson 10: In the face of ignorance. Facing the unknown. Imagine a world where silence isn't just a lack of noise but a powerful tool. Picture yourself in the midst of chaos, where words are flung like arrows and misunderstandings breed like wildfire. In this very moment, you possess a weapon far mightier than any uttered syllable: silence. Welcome to the realm where silence reigns supreme, especially in the face of ignorance. The deafening silence. Ignorance is a formidable foe, lurking in the shadows of misunderstanding and misconception. It whispers falsehoods, distorts truths, and erects barriers between hearts and minds. Yet, in the face of such ignorance, silence speaks volumes. It stands as a beacon of clarity amidst the fog of confusion, offering solace and wisdom where words falter. The power of stillness. In a world intoxicated by the cacophony of opinions, silence is a refuge for the weary soul. It is a sanctuary where truth can blossom and understanding can flourish. Embracing silence in the face of ignorance is not an act of cowardice but a display of strength. It is a choice to transcend the noise and connect with the essence of our shared humanity. Breaking the cycle. Ignorance thrives in the absence of understanding, feeding off the discordant symphony of unchecked assumptions and unchecked biases. Yet, silence has the power to break this cycle of ignorance. It invites us to listen, to question, and to empathize. Through silence, we can dismantle the barriers that divide us and forge pathways to mutual understanding. A symphony of empathy. Silence is not an absence but a presence that speaks volumes in the language of empathy. It is the silent embrace that comforts the wounded soul, the quiet nod that acknowledges another's pain. In the face of ignorance, silence becomes a bridge that spans the chasm between hearts, fostering compassion and connection. The language of understanding. In a world where words can wound as deeply as weapons, silence is the antidote to violence. It is the gentle reminder that sometimes the most profound truths are spoken in the language of silence. In the face of ignorance, silence becomes our ally, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Embracing the unknown. Ignorance is not a curse but an opportunity to embrace the unknown with humility and grace. In the face of ignorance, silence invites us to suspend judgment, to cultivate curiosity, and to approach the world with an open heart and mind. It is through silence that we discover the beauty of the unfamiliar and the richness of diversity. The art of listening. In a world where everyone clamors to be heard, silence is the art of listening. It is the gift of presence, the act of bearing witness to another's truth without judgment or interruption. In the face of ignorance, silence becomes a vessel for understanding, allowing us to truly hear the voices that have long been silenced by prejudice and fear. A beacon of light. In the darkest corners of ignorance, silence shines as a beacon of light. It is the quiet revolution that challenges the status quo and inspires change. In the face of ignorance, silence becomes our ally, empowering us to speak truth to power and to stand up for what is right. Finding common ground. In a world fractured by division, silence is the common ground upon which we can all stand. It is the shared language of humanity, the universal thread that binds us together across cultures, religions, and ideologies. In the face of ignorance, silence becomes a unifying force, reminding us of our shared humanity and our collective responsibility to each other. Conclusion. In conclusion, silence is not the absence of noise but the presence of wisdom. In the face of ignorance, silence becomes our greatest ally, offering clarity, empathy, and understanding. Let us embrace the power of silence and allow it to guide us towards a world where ignorance is replaced by enlightenment and division is transformed into unity. Conclusion. Embrace the power of silence. In the bustling cacophony of modern life, where every moment seems filled with noise and chatter, the wisdom of silence often gets drowned out. But as our journey through the art of being silent in various situations draws to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on its profound significance. Silence isn't merely the absence of noise. It's a potent force, a sanctuary of peace amidst the chaos. It's the space where clarity dawns, where profound insights arise, and where true understanding blossoms. Throughout this exploration, we've uncovered the transformative power of silence in diverse scenarios. From defusing anger to fostering empathy, from cultivating mindfulness to nurturing compassion, silence emerges as a guiding light, illuminating our path to inner harmony and profound connection with others. But embracing silence isn't about withdrawing from the world. It's about engaging with it more authentically. It's about listening deeply, speaking with intention, and acting with integrity. In the stillness of silence, we find the strength to respond rather than react, to understand rather than judge, and to empathize rather than condemn. As we conclude this journey, let's carry forward the lessons of silence into our lives. Let's embrace its gentle power to heal relationships, to navigate challenges with grace, and to cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Remember, the most profound truths often reside in the spaces between words, in the quiet whispers of the heart. So let's make space for silence in our lives, allowing it to nourish our souls and enrich our relationships. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, amidst the relentless torrent of distractions, let's not forget the simple yet profound wisdom of silence. Let's pause, breathe, and listen to the stillness within and the world around us. Together, let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, guided by the timeless wisdom of silence. And may we find, in its embrace, the peace, clarity, and compassion we seek. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the power of silence. May the echoes of these teachings resonate in your hearts and minds, guiding you to a life filled with meaning, purpose, and profound connection.